Yeah, I thought it was awesome. The offense wanted to take care of the ball. We knew we could move the ball well, but we needed to prove that we could finish drives, and I thought we did that well today.
What do you think of the offensive line's play ahead of you?
Awesome. I mean, we'll have to see on film, but I think there's like a few 20-plus yard runs where I wasn't touched until 20 yards. So it was awesome to see those guys, and they were fired up throughout the whole game, and we were kind of feeding off each other's energy. It was awesome to see.
Can you talk a little bit about that TD reception?
Yeah, we just, our coaches are smart, and there was a certain look and certain situation with a certain personnel that we thought we could exploit me getting on one-on-one with a linebacker or one of those rush ends, and called the play and ran a wheel, and it worked.
Does it feel significant to you guys to get that first road conference win for quite a while now?
Not really. I mean, this is a different team than all the ones in the past. I don't think anyone cares too much about that. But obviously getting a win in any scenario is awesome.
I was just thinking about that. If you guys try to turn around the program, change the culture a little bit, is it important to check off some of those little boxes along the way?
It's just like not like a statistic that we really concern ourselves with. There's other metrics that we really care about. The turnover margin, explosive play margin, and so those are the things that we focus on because we think putting our mental energy into those things are going to be the most useful or most useful thing of our time. Yeah, time. You guys know what I'm saying. Sorry.
You dominated day by the defense today. Can you talk a little bit of what kind of lift they gave you on offense?
The defense, yeah. They've been playing well consistently, and we've had a bunch of conversations as a team the last couple weeks actually, but we want to have just this positive energy and this chemistry with offense and defense. So when the defense makes a good play, we're going to feed off of that. The offense will, and then when the offense makes a good play or has a good drive, the defense is going to feed off of that. And I think today we saw the result of what we're capable of.
You guys are at the bottom in the country really with rush defense. Did you come into the game thinking that if you could establish the run, things would be pretty good? We look at just like personnel as far as like the other team. We don't really look at like their statistics. We just look at what personnel they run in certain situations and how we can exploit that, or what sets they run. So regardless of what the other team's statistics are, it's always important to establish the run, and we've been trying to do that the last couple of weeks, and we have run the ball pretty well in some games. It's just nice to have the run and the passing game set up or kind of cohesive and work well.
You mentioned the explosive play a couple times. Is that just a matter of not turning it over or being on the field, or did you guys find some ways to get yourself in space today?
Yeah, I think like what we're talking about, we didn't manufacture any explosives today. We worked within our offense, we worked within our own game, and those explosives come, especially when you're able to put together longer drives.
Apparently you're talking about the players only interview on TV. We didn't get to hear that. Can you talk about what the focus of that meeting was?
Is that on Twitter or something? Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was just last night. Every Friday night, a head coach generally will just talk about where the team's at and some mentally and physically what we're trying to accomplish the next day, and they kind of get some keys to victory. And Coach Wilcox did that on Friday or last night, and then he said, hey, I'm going to get all the support staff, all the coaches out of the room, and just have players only. You guys can talk about whatever you want. And I think like I said out there on TV, I said it was an emotional meeting, and we talked about a lot of things that we wanted to accomplish, and why we want to do things, and our purpose and plans of action. And I'm really happy that it translated to today, because I think that moment, that team meeting where it was just us guys, was going to be an important part of this season, and I'm glad it translated well.
What do you guys want to accomplish this season, and is today the first stepping stone in that direction?
Yeah, I think just a win this coming Saturday. And we have Washington at home, right? Yeah, so just want to know this week against Washington.
Chase has been in and out of the lineup. What do you think of the way he operated the offense today?
Thought he played really well. Chase Garbers is just out there, even keel. not emotionless, but he just keeps his emotions steady throughout the whole game, and really smart football player. And yeah, so I'm glad he had a good game today. And then when BMAC goes in there, he runs the ball super hard, super well, and just numbers and matchups work well when BMAC's in the game. So as Coach Wilcox said, everything's on the table with our QBs, and we'll continue to find the best way to win.